asset ownership. It is something that is talked about and it's miscommunicated a lot. A lot of us own expensive things and we associate those with being assets in our confusion because it creates a larger bottom line. It increases our net worth. Your home does increase your net worth, right? Especially as you pay it off. Your loan gets smaller, the equity in your house gets larger, so therefore your net worth is increasing, right? So you might own a Rolex. You might own an expensive car and mistakenly think it's an asset, even though when you drove it off the lot, it dropped 20% in value, okay? So today we're gonna talk about why you need to own assets that create positive net cash flow. Stick around. Hey YouTube, it is your girl Teddy Ewing, educating you on financial freedom through entrepreneurship, hustle, and building generational wealth. And we're going to be on the generational wealth building side today, and we're not talking about crypto, not today, no. Well, actually we will. We're going to just touch on it just a little bit. But I'm going to talk about owning assets that build wealth. And the way to own an asset that builds wealth is to own an asset that brings you positive net cash flow. The cash flow, that two-part word, is so important because without cash flow associated with your asset, there's no way you're going to make money off of it unless you have a guaranteed appreciating asset that you can sell for more than what you paid for it, right? But I much prefer the flow, that thing coming in. So even like a house flipper, they make an investment up front. They might put some money into the house and then they sell that investment a short time later for a profit, all right? Otherwise, they may purchase a house with some borrowed money, then rent it out for a little bit, and their rent is exceeding what it's costing them to carry the note or carry the mortgage on that house, right? So that is positive net cash flow. So you want to make sure you have cash flowing in. If you own an asset that's not bringing you cash flow, then you're not building wealth with it per se. I'm going to kind of stick to that, right? So a house can be an asset and it can eventually bring you more money, but only if you sell your house. So the whole time you're holding it, it's more of a liability than an asset. So let me give you some idea of things that fit in that category, providing you cash flow. As I talked about, you have properties that provide positive net cash flow. You have the ownership in precious metals. I'm talking gold and silver, like the basics, right? Some people would say diamonds, but I may do a video in the future, probably far in the future, about the real value of diamonds, right? I think they're valuable, definitely. But if the zombie apocalypse happens, are people going to be collecting diamonds or are they going to be bartering and trading with gold and silver? I'm not stating one way or the other. I just want you to think about that. But I'm all about that gold and that silver. I mean, literal gold and silver bars, gold trinkets, gold coins, silver coins, those kind of things I think are going to hold value. And you can always get something out of them at a later date when you hit a bad spot, you need to trade out some money or the zombie apocalypse happens, okay? Let's talk about collectibles, things you can collect that hold value. Weaponry. Certain weaponry, I'm not going to say the words, I don't want to get banned or prohibited. Certain weaponry you can buy, it will hold value. Art, rare art, unique art, as long as there's a market for it, that can hold value. Collectibles, whether it's cards, baseball cards, coins, as I mentioned, stamps. I mean, there's a different market for all kind of collectibles, but as long as that market is alive and well, then you have something that could potentially bring you some value if you're trading in that thing. NFTs, kind of new in the cryptocurrency space. Cryptocurrency is new, NFTs are newer, but I'm finding ways to cash flow through NFTs, and the most recent way is through that Zed.Run digital horse racing platform. If this is your first video of mine, I've made about 2 or 3 other videos about Zed at this point. So go ahead and take a look at those. Tell me what you think. Some other ways are through collecting art on NFTs, the Axie Infinity platform, and a few others. So there is ways to create positive cash flow via cryptocurrency. And if you're into crypto, I definitely think this is something you should look into, because in crypto, there's two things you can do. You can buy the asset, the cryptocurrency itself, the Bitcoin, the Ethereum, and I'll just stick with those two, my two favorite, and watch them grow. And then you are potentially getting a return on your money if you sell it, right? Only if you sell it. That goes back to that house example I said. It's only worth something if you choose to sell it. But with NFTs, you can create positive cash flow while holding that asset. You can stake your crypto, where you're letting a platform hold it, or you're holding in your own wallet, and you're receiving rewards in the form of that crypto. Cardano is a perfect example. You put Cardano in the dataless wallet, and you collect the staking rewards in the form of Cardano. That is positive cash flow from your investment. That takes us to dividends. If you've invested in a stock, or you've invested as like an angel investor, or you're in some kind of real estate group or something like that, you might receive dividends off of your investment. And eventually, hopefully, those dividends will exceed your original investment, or they have a profit sharing agreement that you kind of get that back. So that is another way to earn positive cash flow off of an investment. And the last and final and the most bestest way to earn positive cash flow off of your investment is to invest in yourself. I did a video on my other channel, The Real Teddy Talks, my old channel, that was basically titled To Become a Creator, a Facilitator, or an Educator, or all three, and you will make money while you're dead. Okay, if you can create products, facilitate the making of things or relationships, or educate those who need to find out information, you will always make money. So the best investment that you can make actually is in yourself. And the next best is an actual item or thing that you can create some positive cash flow. So if you don't know anything about it, learn about it, read up on it, and start getting that money back. Invest in yourself 1% a day to reach your exponential greatness and have phenomenal results at the end of any given year. This is Teddy Ewing signing off.